Welcome to our first Give Daddy the Knife Cindy podcast. This is the Halloween special. We have Death to the Strange live in the studio. We're going to be talking about music news, music facts, music myths, everything music-based. It's going to be great. You can contact us on Give Daddy the Knife Cindy at hotmail.com if you want to send us any information, or GDTKC.blogspot.com, or just search in YouTube for GDTKC on YouTube. Right, we're going to go to the show now. I hope you enjoy it. Here's Wilco Johnson introducing us.
This is Wilco Johnson. I'm telling you, you're listening to Give Daddy the Knife, Cindy.
Yes, you're listening to Give Daddy the Knife, Cindy, on Liverpool Hope Radio, 1350 AM and medium wave. Remember, you can call us on 0151 291 2067. I'm here with Death to the Strange. Hello, guys.
Hello. 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 Do we have to get close?
No. I'll twiddle the knobs for you.
Brilliant. We always get told off now. I mumble and sit far back.
Oh, that's fine. Just keep mumbling so I can check the level.
Yeah.
Just...
Checking the levels live, Chris.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's all right. It's all right. We're quite relaxed. Yeah, that was... what was that? That was science fiction double feature from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And I just want to ask if anyone was paying attention. Does anyone know how many movies that song was referenced
I can't
to?
remember the answer you gave us before.
Oh, don't say that.
No, he didn't give the answer. He's making it hard, really. I heard one, but I'm sure he's more like
I know the
15
answer.
something.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah, what's the answer?
I reckon it's about 11.
Well, it's Day the Earth Stood Still, Flash Gordon, Invisible Man, King Kong, It Came From Outer Space, Dr. X, Forbidden Planet, Tarantula, Day of the Triffids, Night of the Demons, and When Worlds Collide. And I can't remember how many. That's 11. So you've got it right. Yeah, you win.
Flash Gordon's not a horror.
It's sort of horror. It's got science fiction.
scary.
Science
Contains
fiction.
Sci-fi.
Yeah, it
horror.
contains
10. It's not
suspense and horror in it.
The answer's 10.
The answer's 10. Right.
King Kong isn't really horror, is it?
No.
Right, come on, guys. It scares people. It scares people. Anything that's
It's scary if
horrifying.
it was real, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was quite horrific.
Well, if anything was real.
He was pretty big.
So the question should be how many
Well, the
films...
thing that he
is
was
How many
alright
films?
in the
Right,
first
how many
place,
films? Right.
I don't know. I know he climbs up the building.
Okay. Another piece of information for everyone out there that's listening, if you are listening. Mick Jagger wanted to play Frankenfurter, which I don't think he'd be a good Frankenfurter. Have you ever seen it? You've
Never seen him in a basque.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you've never seen the film.
I was dragged
I
to it.
haven't.
I was dragged to see it in the Palace Theatre in Manchester by my ex-girlfriend. It was a horrific experience.
Was that in 2008?
No, it was much longer ago than that.
Oh.
I actually went dressed as Kurt Cobain. I was told I had to dress up, but I refused to dress up in a basque or
So you
anything
just
like that.
went in fancy dress?
Yeah, like a corset sort of thing, leather corset kind of
It
thing.
used to be a whale bone thing that
Right.
women used to have. And funnily enough, talking about sea creatures, they parodied the film Jaws in the poster, and it said a new set of Jaws.
Now that's a horror film.
Jaws. Yeah, it's a horror film.
Scared me when I was a kid.
That's the one that's 12 we've mentioned so far.
That wasn't in the song, though, was it?
No, it wasn't. Well, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention, but yes, we're here with Death to the Strange. Will you introduce yourself, guys?
I'm John, the singer and guitarist. But there's another one, but he's not here, so today it's just me.
I'm Rob. I play keyboards and things like that.
I'm Jamie, I play drums,
Ah, great.
percussion.
Well, welcome. This is Give Daddy the Knife Cindy. We're normally kind of a relaxed rock and roll based and folk and garage rock and soul radio show. We play anything, really. And I just have to do a shout out to Polly Gregg, if that is your name, who offered us, last week we were doing a competition for a band that was on, and basically we couldn't think of a question. So we came up with about 7 different questions, and it got all confusing because no one knew what the question was. So she's I'm not going to tell you what the question is, but the hint is cats and poo. So I don't really know. And because I've never heard that word before, I'm not going to say it on air. I don't even know what that says. But
Who's up to have a look?
Kopi Luwak.
I don't know. It's the question.
It offended me anyway.
There we go.
What's her name? Polly.
Polly.
Disgust me, Polly.
Luwak.
Keep it clean.
Keep it clean, Polly.
So yeah, you can contact us just like Polly on air at
Polly on the phone.
radiohope.co.uk and phone up Polly if you want to listen to us. This is another. Oh, I should mention that we're doing a semi sort of Halloweeny sort of show because it's scary. And we have some myths. We have some myths that we need to know if they're true or false, but we'll go back to them later. We're going to play some music now. I think I want to play this song more than the song that we were going to play. This is Screaming Jay Hawkins, and I Put a Spell on You. Yes, that was Screaming Jay Hawkins. I Put a Spell on You. You know, you should check out the documentary I Put a Spell on Me. It's really good. I reckon you're not going to be able to buy it in shops, but I think it's on YouTube if you want to go and have a look at it. It follows him all the way up to his death in 2000, and yeah, he fathered 75 children.
Did you watch it on YouTube?
I have the DVD. I watched it on the DVD. That's I never download music, and I always buy my DVDs. Can't wait to buy some more. And where can and so guys, what? So tell me about yourselves. Tell me. I'm going to put you on the spot now to give me some facts about yourself. Something interesting. Something that people don't know.
Don't look at me.
Well,
to
remind the listeners, we're Deaf to the Strange,
Oh, yeah.
soulful band. Come down, happy to be in Liverpool again. What do you want to know? Ask us some questions. Have you not wrote any questions?
Oh, I never write questions.
Write
It's all up here, sort of. But I'm running on low. I've been on Imodium all day. Let's just tell you that. Anyway, guys. So, what drove you all to music? What turned you on?
The first thing I've heard that I really liked was Oasis, which is very typical of someone from where I'm from, I suppose, isn't it? And I suppose it was the same for you, was it, Jay? But not for you, Rob, probably. Nowadays, I like anything. I'm sort of an omnivore with music, so I'll listen to anything at all, as long as there's something in there that'll grab you. But I think that's probably the same for all of us, is it?
Yeah. Oasis, Nirvana as well. When I was in high school, I had a mate who always had good music when I went around his house, and that and got me into a few bands. And you always meet good people through music. That's the best.
Yeah,
you meet the top people through music, I think. So.
Yeah, I tried to play the drums, but I've got no natural rhythm for it. Can't move my feet. Just doesn't work.
I don't believe in it. I think
I was singing as well. Everyone's
long enough and you'll get it.
Can't sing. I couldn't sing at first. I had like a 4-track tape player when I was 13, 14, quite young, writing songs. And I couldn't sing. Listen back to it, but I can now because you do something for so long. It's sort of, and you're interested in it. You'll pick it up in the end, I think.
Yeah, you get used to it. See, you say that, and I still can't sing. I've tried.
Right, okay. I might be wrong. You say
I'm not arguing with you.
No, I'm going off one example, which is me, aren't I? So I might well be.
So
wrong,
when did you guys meet up with each other?
When did I meet you? I met you at a house party, didn't I? And that was Marty's birthday. I must have been about 16 or 17 years old. You're a bit older than me, by about 20 years or something like that. Yeah. I met Rob at Salford Uni when we did a course, and we did a band back then as well. And we'd done a band previously as well, so we've all
playing with other people that knew other people, and then just met up.
You got together,
getting on, and
like Led Zeppelin.
That's the best. I think that's the best way. If you don't get on as people, you're not going to get on in the band room and that. So.
Yeah. I've been in many bands where it's sort of you audition people or whatever when I was younger, and it never seems to gel. If you see what I mean, you got to be friends, aren't you? I think.
Yeah. So how does the songwriting go about? Who writes the songs?
There's me and there's the other lad Daniel who's cried off today because he was ill.
Because he's poorly.
You are putting to shame today because you've been ill as well.
Yeah.
And it sounds exactly the same, and you've been ill for longer, and you're here.
Yeah,
doing a great job.
So let's all shed a tear for Clark.
But yeah, these two of us, I write half the songs, he writes about half the song. One of the staples of the set really is harmonies, but he's not here to show you that. Yeah. And so Rob's filling in today, which is good of him.
So after we have another track, do you want to play a song?
Yeah.
Do you want to play a song? I'll leave you to decide which song of the track. I won't put you on the spot there. So we're going to play. We are going to play Monster Mash now. Bobby Pickett and the Crypt Kicker 5, which is which is a very nice song. Going straight to some acoustic music.
Rick doesn't mess it up.
Yeah, if Rick doesn't mess up the camera with the Deaf to the Strange. What's the song called?
Shade of My Mind. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
To these strange days, the saturated gloom hangs over me, and I grip our vices, entertain this mindset willingly. The brilliant white lights of the morning, don't you feel you look half full? Of fleeting minutes bites down hard and sober and somber. What you say is this inside? Does anyone understand? Am I alone in feeling this? Foolish, deluded I. Function properly, unconsciously, unwillingly. Should all these bits of nothing really interest me? Let's start the electric day with cars and trams and television. Feeling a self-importance that makes all of our stories all so gripping. Sleep in the knowledge that my actions will affect the entire universe, as long as I allow it to exist. Describe the shade of my mind. Not these abstract descriptions I always seem to find. Split the words from the feeling, and they can color you too. Do parts of the job that you had wanted them to do. Let's start the electric day with cars and trams and television. Feeling a self-importance that makes all of our stories all so gripping. I'm safe in the knowledge that my actions will affect the entire universe, as long as I allow it to exist.
That was lovely. That was lovely, guys. We're going to play a little game on Give Daddy the Knife, Cindy. A really fun game for everyone to play. Seems it's Halloween. We're going to play you a myth or fact game. This is myth or fact. And everyone can join in. Just feel free to jump in whenever the moment hits you.
Myth, there's no game. It's not real.
Did you just say biff or myth?
Myth, there's no game.
Myth. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's it. We're not playing. That's it. It's all over. No, right. Here's the first one. And remember, this is Radio Hope, 1350 AM medium wave, George Warmby. Give Daddy the Knife, Cindy. If you're listening to it, you already know what station this is in theory, so we don't have to keep doing idents apart from this one.
This is Radio Hope.
There we go. We'll just give you one there. I hope you enjoy that. Right. Now, the first one is... Now, this is an easy one for you. Paul McCartney's dead. Now, before you all jump up and say, no, he can't be dead, they say that Paul McCartney died in an auto accident in 1966, and he's been replaced by an imposter.
And every video I did after that, he was wearing something a little bit different, wasn't he?
Yeah,
There
he
we
had
go.
no shoes on.
He had a black rose
or
and
something like that.
Yeah, on the Abbey Road cover.
He was
Is it
just like a
similar-
funeral procession. No,
Yeah.
he isn't actually dead, but he does have no soul.
That's fair enough, and that's a fact.
Think
That's
dead to the people around here.
yes, he isn't dead, but he doesn't have a soul. That's true.
Thank
Right.
you, Miron.
There we go. Yeah. The next one is another one which is pretty easy. I think you can guess it. Robert Johnson made a deal with the devil. Did Robert Johnson. Now, Robert Johnson was a mediocre blues guitarist, sold his soul to the devil in exchange for being able to master the instrument. Is that true or false? Is that myth or
The
fact?
guy out of Karate Kid.
Robert Johnson, the guy out of Karate
No,
Kid.
he's like the first
You
really
know,
famous blues.
There's a film like with the same story.
Really?
Well,
The
it's a
Karate
The guy
Kid
out
sold...
of Karate Kid. Yeah, Crossroads it's called.
Oh, it is. And Steve Vai
Yeah.
did all the music to it. Yeah, that's true. I've never seen that film, but I've heard of it.
He's another one with no soul.
It's like a
Karate Kid.
1984 film, actually, isn't it?
Steve Vai.
So,
Robert Johnson, he did disappear for a year or
Yeah.
so, didn't he? When he came back, he was just really good.
Could have been
Yeah.
practicing.
Yeah, he was probably practicing.
I'm probably putting my foot on it, but don't all his songs sound the same?
well, I'll tell you what, we're going to listen to one now, and we will decide if it sounds the same as the song that we're playing. I think that makes sense.
What happens when you sell your soul? What actually happens?
You become a good blues
Yeah,
guitarist.
but what happens though? Because it might be worth it.
It probably is.
Yeah.
Probably is. I'd say it is. I don't know. I've never
And get
never
to
had
marry
the chance.
supermodel with one
What
leg.
if you can have 10% for facts?
10% for a fact. So that is another fact then. We're going to play Robert Johnson. Now, I'm worried before I play this. Oh, no, it's all right. I thought that there's only 18 songs on this record. However, I thought I was on 19. I thought there was a bit of devil work going on. Sold my soul to it. Anyway, we're going to play you a Robert Johnson song now, and this is Me and the Devil Blues. And that was Robert Johnson, and with Me and the Devil Blues. So we were saying, do you now phone in if you think all Robert Johnson's music sounds the same, or if all blues music sounds the same? On 0151 291 2067. That's 0151 291 2067. Come on, let's get a discussion started.
Ford Granadas.
Yeah, Ford Granadas. I've got Ford Zephyr, 1962 Ford Zephyr. That's what I drive. But
2001 Ford Mondeo.
oh, there we go. That's why I need lifts to get in, because it never drives. It looks nice though, broken down on my garage. Ugh. But anyway, so do you want to do another myth or take a break for a bit from the myths?
How many is there?
So, there's literally tens.
Just throw 'em at us, throw 'em at us.
Literally tens. Right, the next one is you remember you're listening to Give Daddy the Knife, Cindy, on 1350 AM medium wave Radio Hope. You know all the details. Keith Richards had his blood replaced.
Completely.
Yeah, I'll give you the myth. Prior to a European tour in 1973, the Rolling Stones' Keith Richards went to Switzerland to have his blood removed and replaced with a supply that was devoid of drugs and alcohol to keep him clean for the tour.
I think it was probably the other way around.
I think if it's not true, it should be.
I think, in fact, it's sort of true. It's sort of true. Sorry, I ended that a bit quick then, didn't I? Just go and don't let any conversation. I just want the facts. That's all I've come here for.
Right, next.
He did undergo a procedure that removes impurities from his blood, but he didn't have his blood supply replaced. However, he just made it up. That was his excuse.
Didn't he snort his dad?
Oh, he did. Yeah, he snort his dad's ashes. Not.
That's another great story, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fell out of a coconut tree as well.
If my dad's listening, I'm not going to do that. Honestly.
But yeah, so that was.
Don't leave it.
Yeah, I always don't you find? I don't know if you find. I always find the Rolling Stones a little bit. They're meant to be wild rock and roll people, but I always find them a bit bland.
All the songs sound the same.
Yeah, it's like that blues song.
Both songs sound the same, apart from ours.
We're giving ourselves no chance here.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, is there any more people that you want to slag off before the end of the show?
I reckon they had it then. I reckon they had that bland.
No one springs.
By today's standards.
Yeah.
Kaiser Chiefs, you know what I mean? They're not very rock and roll, are they? You know what I mean?
Do they do much
Oh, yeah,
anymore? I haven't heard much
Rolling
of
Stones.
Kaiser
Go home and
Chiefs.
play
so.
Scrabble, don't they? Kaiser Chiefs.
Risk.
Risk on the tour bus. No beer.
You know, I once interviewed Franz Ferdinand, and all their backstage no beer. All he had was a suckling pig, and a salad bar, and the no alcohol involved in the place.
Surreal,
It was surreal. It was a bad interview, I reckon, because all the way through they had this little. It's like I don't know what it's called. A little popper thing that you push down, it just pops up. It's like a kid's toy.
Oh, I know
One of them things where it's like.
It's got a spring on
Can't
the
say what it
bottom.
looks like.
Yeah, where you just hit something, and he just did that the whole time, and then he changed the names to try and confuse me. It was actually a nightmare. I had to end up getting shouting, and the only time that they were happy when we were talking about a film. Now I can't mention this on air. I'm going to choose my words wisely here. Someone that had relationships with a watermelon, a Taiwanese film about that. It's the only time when they perked up when we talked about films.
Probably because they do it. In fact,
I will have you know that isn't the view of Hope Radio. We don't know if they
my
do.
personal
Yeah, it's
view.
a view
That's
Jenny
very
Wilson.
responsibility.
He happens to know him as well. Say no more.
That's how we know.
We're going to play another song before I'm going to choose one. You've got the choice. Would you like to listen to the One-Eyed Purple People Eater,
Yeah.
or the Witch Queen of New Orleans?
I only know the first one.
The
That's
one-eyed
sort of it's a
purple
Butlins
people,
tune.
yeah.
That.
Don't let Franz Ferdinand eat fruit.
Yeah. Yes, that was the One-Eyed, One-Horned, Flying Purple People Eater by Sheb Woolley. Yeah, that was a great song, a great rock and roll song. I think it was from 1954. Just made that up, but it could be right. And we're going to talk a bit about news now. Do you like music news? I guess everyone likes music news.
What is music news?
Yeah.
It's what we're going to say.
YouTube best band according to Q magazine. Outrage.
Does that say? Where does that say?
Most innovative sound according to Q magazine. Have a guess. This is a myth as well. No, I'm
Go
not
on,
making
myth
it
or-
up. But I can't even.
Go on.
Most innovative band, the Kaiser Chiefs.
Really?
Yeah, it's not true, is it?
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. But with good news, U2's Bono says they'd be happy to end their career now. So that's what he said. He said, "I'm not sure the future hasn't dried
How
up."
many years do you reckon people called him Bono for though?
What's his real name? You call his real name. It's Stephen or something.
I'll tell you what. I'll find that out for you. See, this is what we haven't introduced Alex. I've just realised that Alex has just been sitting there behind me, the co-host of the show, the silent
Yeah,
partner.
we've got a microphone.
Oh, he can come up to any of the mics when he sees fit. He doesn't. We don't give him a microphone. Well, occasionally, if we have no bands on the show, we give him a chance to talk. But he's a musician himself. He plays the euphonium. You ever heard of the euphonium?
I know what you
Remind me.
Great.
Brass instruments, isn't it?
It's like it's a tuba.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
A higher tuba.
I see through Bono's bruise. What he's doing, he's saying all these comeback how much money are these comeback
so you have to
tours are
split up
making.
first, don't
He's
you?
thinking, I'm going to split up, we'll come back in a couple of years.
That's what we're going to do, isn't it, I think?
He's not
Play to
daft,
10
is he?
people at the Crescent.
Or Bono.
Yeah, or Paul David Hewson, he's called.
From now on, I'll call him Paul.
Paulo.
I think if I came to the band practice and said, right lads, I'm the singer, so now my name's Bono. I don't think you'd have it.
We
Would
went
you?
to school together. I was like, nah, your name's Paul.
Yeah, but they have a guy called The Edge, don't they? So
Yeah,
it's
the
like-
Edge, that's
The
even
Edge.
more...
I don't even know what that means.
I mean,
Yeah.
you have to start calling
He's got a
yourself
gap.
the Edge, don't you?
What do you know?
He's got a gammy finger.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. His little finger on his left hand,
Right.
he's lost half of it. Or he was born that way, and apparently that gives him an edge as a guitarist. I don't see how it would.
It gives him a superpower to play music.
Yeah, it means he can reach a lot less.
Don't matter anyway.
But,
Just whack the delay on it.
there's
Play
also.
3 notes.
I know. Have you seen that documentary? Oh, what's it called? Come on, someone help me out. Is it? You see, this is where my brain slowly freezes up. But it's all right. I'll just keep talking until I remember talking words.
What was it about?
It was called. It was when The Edge, Jack White, and Jimmy Page got together to have a jam, and they turned it into an 1.5-hour film.
Right.
And it was called For Those Don't Turn It Down, For Those Who Want to Rock. I'll tell you what, we're going to play a record while my brain stops seizing up. We're going to play you. This
Did
is
you
a
watch it on YouTube or did you?
No, I never watch things on YouTube. I only watch trailers on YouTube, and everything I buy everything.
Director's commentaries.
Yeah.
Cursor Massive, that was good on YouTube.
7.
That was the Travelling Wilburys with 7 Deadly Sins, and you can hear people screaming. They're so excited that Death to the Strange are on. And I just want to ask you about your logo, because where did you get the inspiration from that?
Well, we didn't draw it. He's a lad that's been our friend for a long time as an artist. He was very influenced by Ralph Steadman, obviously. So yeah, that's the thing. He does love him. Yeah. He makes his pictures, splashes ink and blood on his paintings and all sorts of crazy stuff like that, which makes us look a bit grungy, doesn't it? Really, but
See, I like it. I like that.
that.
I like Ralph Steadman. I was slightly obsessed with him when I was at art school, so I was into the splashes and
yeah, he's
all that. And I saw a bit of Picasso in that face, the face with the eyes.
okay, yeah.
That's hidden from your picture on the on your Facebook, but I noticed it. Can't remember. I've been face stalking everyone before.
It's called research.
Yeah,
At least
it's
someone's bothering to look at it.
But yeah, so yeah, it's great to know that you have an artist. What's the artist called again?
He's called Aaron Anderson.
Aaron Anderson. So you should check him out. Is he on Facebook, I guess? So.
He has got a blog, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's got a blog. He lives in Granada, in Andalusia, so I suppose that's probably where his Picasso
Terrorising the
influence comes from, isn't
locals.
he's a bit of a nutcase.
It's not a lie.
So he is a bit like Huntress Thompson.
Yeah.
in that
He's
sense.
very like him, yeah. If you actually go, there's no point saying this on radio, really, I'm going to say it anyway. If you go on his MySpace, he's actually trying to do Hunter S. Thompson with one of them fag holders in his gob. And that hat on.
He's trying to be him, or is he
just,
drawing him?
No, it's just a photograph where he's pulling a funny face. And so what he chose to do with his funny face, he sort of looked like Hunter S. Thompson.
We'll check him out. Search for him. It should be
Give him an
interesting.
abusive view, mate.
Yeah.
When you look at it as well, notice how long his neck is. It's weird. It sort of goes off to the side.
Well, yeah, check that out, and maybe not send him an abusive email.
No,
but-
Steph sent that. Is that, mate? Send him an abusive
Yeah, he won't be bothered.
We encourage it. And he'd appreciate it.
So, Sean, do you guys? I don't know. I've just read this now. The enemy have a sacred cow. Not an actual sacred cow. A sacred cow section on their website where they basically slag off bands. Bands that people love.
Yeah.
So normally they do things like Coldplay, Radiohead, U2, which I'm fine with.
This week, Death to the Strange.
This week, Death to the Strange. Now, the Velvet Underground and Nico. What do you guys?
I'm big into that
See, I
album.
love the Velvet
Yeah,
Underground.
I like Lou Reed's stuff on his own as well. I like all that stuff. Yeah.
What
Especially that album, actually.
Yeah, I love the first stuff.
Heroin is excellent.
Goes down well with a bit of brown.
There's have you heard the new album, the Lulu thing with Metallica?
No, see, I've not heard that. I've not heard many albums for the last 5 years, really, I suppose.
Been too busy working.
No, no, just being lazy, really, I suppose.
Well, don't listen to it. It's awful.
Would you know, Lulu? Would you?
Lulu now? Yeah, I would. Now.
Would you?
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah, Lulu now.
I needed some backup there.
She looks great. She looks like she looks younger now. Lulu's that 60s bird.
Yeah.
60s bird.
Well, they like that. The
You'll show her in a
60s
minute.
women like that. I'll just search for
Why
it
am I
now.
getting involved? My girlfriend's listening.
Madonna.
Well, you can say if you would or not. Do you not play the would you game while you're watching something?
No, it's actually me that don't like it. You know.
Oh, wait a
Shut
minute.
up about it.
Oh no! See, look. She looks about. She looks young. She's like 100.
You know.
She looks young. She's got a new album out, hasn't she? Is this a new album? Doing songs with Elton John, Atomic Kitten, Paul McCartney, Ronan Keating, Sting. Ugh. But it should be interesting. You should check that album out.
Go on, Lulu.
You should buy it, don't
Yeah.
you?
Oh, she's class. I always forget. I always think of her as a model, but she is a singer, isn't she? She did that song "Shout."
Yeah.
I always forget about that. But yeah, Lulu now. I would. I think she's better looking now than she was then. I'm going to say that.
If there's any listeners out there that agree,
If Lulu's out there,
email in.
Lulu,
email in on air at radiohope.co.uk. I haven't got my glasses on, so I'm sort of squinting at everything. It's just all squiggles to me. But yeah, anyone else that you do?
Madonna.
Madonna. Oh,
Yeah,
Just for the
definitely.
glory. Just for the glory.
just for the sake of
yeah.
it. Just for the sake of it.
No, definitely. For her age and all that, innit?
Have you seen the film Four Rooms? Quentin Tarantino did one, and she's there. And she looks quite good in that. I'll try and search. See, this isn't very good for radio because we're just.
It's a very lad-orientated show now, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel like we should.
This seems to happen when we go on radio, doesn't it?
We should feminise it up a bit. I'll tell you what. We'll have a break with a myth, myth or fact. No, this one's quite a.
But it's told us it's a myth.
A myth or a fact, I don't know. Well, this is an interesting one that I've managed to cut off the paper, but I remember it in my mind, I think. Right, this is another one where I've got to watch out my wording too. Led Zeppelin were caught in a hotel room in San Francisco with a woman pleasuring herself with a mud shark. Now, it was a hotel where you could fish out of the window, and one of the members of Led Zeppelin caught this shark and proceeded for them all to have relations. Frank Zappa wrote an album about it, the mud shark.
Oh, it's true.
Well, we don't know. You'll have to tell me if it's true or false.
I'll go for true.
I think it's slanderous, to be honest.
It's a myth. It's a myth.
I'm joking. It's not slanderous. I'm sure. I think if it didn't
Panic
happen,
me. See, part of my brain's answering you, the other part's
Couldn't make
screaming at all times.
it's not really. If it
Couldn't make
didn't
that up.
happen, they would have made it up anyway.
You couldn't make that up.
I'm sure it's done their career no harm at all.
It's actually false.
Ah.
It's false because it was the road manager that had. It wasn't a mud shark. It was a red snapper, and we've got a text message in. Oh no. It was a red snapper.
What's the red
snapper?
Everyone knows what a red snapper is. It's a fish.
She had a red snapper.
No. It was a red snapper, not a mud shark, and it was a groupie. It was a red-headed groupie that the manager used had relations with. It's
Big
only
fan of
8
red
o'clock. It's only 8 o'clock, so it's not even 8 o'clock yet. Oh.
Well, we've not said anything.
I know. Well, I'm gonna go to another one. Seems as that one went so well. Michael Jackson owned the Elephant Man's bones. Did Michael Jackson own the Elephant Man's bones?
I didn't know the Elephant Man was supposed to be real.
Yeah, it's real. Yeah.
I thought it was a film that Carl Pilkington
It was a
liked.
fairy tale.
So.
True.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, he's had that much money at one point, didn't he?
Well, he did. Well,
These
I'm not
are
going to
trick
call
questions,
him.
these, aren't there?
No. Michael Jackson did at one point attempt to buy it and offer. He offered 50 grand for it for Joseph Merrick's remains. However, he didn't owe the bones.
John
Merrick.
Is
Is it John or Joseph?
It's John, innit?
I've got it down as
So it
Joseph.
says on Al Partridge, isn't it?
Let me,
You look very nice, John.
Let me. We'll have a look at that. We'll find out the information. Anyway, however, Merrick's organs were destroyed in an air raid in World War II, and only a cast of his head, arm, foot have survived, but they weren't up for sale. So it's false. So we're going to play another song now because it's been quite a while.
So Michael
before
Jackson just made a wild offer, even though they weren't up
I
for
don't
sale.
even. Yeah, this kind of guy is. It was 1987. I don't know why that makes it more wild than usual, but he likes his
Wild
wine,
times.
doesn't he? Wild times. And I think we're going to play another Halloween themed song. This is
Thriller by Michael Jackson.
No, we haven't got Thriller. I've only got 18 songs. Remember, there's only 18 songs in this whole show, so it should be. So we're gonna we're gonna hope for the best, guys. This is Red Bone. Talk about Red Snapper. We got Red Bone with
You don't have to say anything.
the Witch Queen of New Orleans. That was the Voodoo Witchy Queen of New Orleans by Redbone, which was a great song. Did you enjoy it? Did everyone enjoy it?
It was great.
Yeah, it's
Great. It's a great record. But let's do. What did you say then? That's the problem. We don't listen to our own records.
A bit like this program.
I feel you.
We have
I
really
start
balls
getting
clear on it.
I always
Come
stop
on.
having the will to live, halfway through the show. Anyway, I get tired. It's just making it worse. I'm losing things to talk about. It's hard. So let's do one last. There's one last myth.
One last.
One
Come on,
last.
we're having
Sorry,
fun with this.
I'll have to
We've got
find
an
some
hour.
more. I'll find some more.
We haven't got any right yet, have we?
No, yeah.
No, but
In fact, we haven't really
Worse
guessed
than
any of
his.
them. Should we just say myth and not talk about it?
oh, come on, this one last one. Come on, we can do it. Kiss mixed vials of their own blood into ink for their comic books.
Myth.
Well, how much would you need? Like a drop.
And they said it's blood,
What
sweat,
ratio?
and urine.
Didn't Kiss save Santa? I remember that.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true, yeah. They mix it in for a special comic book.
Urine.
Well, I don't think urine, but blood. I just added that for extra shock effect. But, we don't have to be true all the time. Okay. Oh, there's another one. I just realised that the bit that I thought was writing wasn't. Well, it was writing, but it wasn't. The writing that I thought it was. As you can see, I just read. I don't actually read words. I sort of scan them and guess. That's the way I do. Where is Sid Vicious? But this is a question. This isn't a myth or a fact. This is a question for everyone. Where's Sid Vicious buried or scattered? Should I say?
He was in New York when he died, wasn't
He was, yeah. Did he die in New York? I think he died in America. He died. He didn't.
We meant New York.
He
in
died.
America.
He died in London.
Right, okay.
He died in his mum's house in London. But where was his ashes scattered?
Berwick-upon-Tweed.
I think I'm lying.
Boxing
Oh
on
no,
Tweed.
I know. I understand. What do you think?
Where's it? Is Berwick-upon-Tweed
He was-
real?
Yeah.
I say Bogton-upon-Tweed to people when I think of a really rubbish place. It sounds like you won't want to go there. Nah.
What is it? A trick question again? Is this separate?
They're all
Should we
trick
actually-
questions. I
a
think we've.
bit in New York.
No, he's Sid
Madden's
is
mum.
in Heathrow. Stupidly, his mum. Sorry, that's a bit harsh. That's a bit harsh. His mum's dead now, so you can't get. It's just, it can't be offended with things that are dead. But Malcolm McLaren claims she knocked them over in the arrivals lounge. Hence, they say that Sid's essence is still circulating through the air vents.
They
in
didn't
Heathrow.
sweep it up.
Well,
Yeah,
I think it just went
They probably
blur,
did.
went everywhere and span round and went in the air vents. But it's not a nice way
Where
to.
was she going?
I don't know. She was going to Nancy's grave in Philadelphia.
I think he killed his girlfriend, didn't he? She in New
Well,
York at the time.
yeah. I mean, when they sort of caught them together, he did go, "I've killed my girlfriend."
Right.
But then they say, then he said, "Oh, I didn't kill her. She just."
He was probably taking that publicity thing a bit too far.
Stabbing his
Look
girlfriend.
how bad I am. No, just claiming that he did it. Just claiming that he did it. I'm not saying he did it.
Well, he just woke up next to her, he says, and she was stabbed in the chest. So who knows who did it?
A few times, though, wasn't it? You know, people we know.
Funnily enough, the Chelsea hotel that took place in is being renovated and all that, because like loads of people, Dylan Thomas, Bob Dylan, Lou Reed, who else stayed there? I think Allen Ginsberg and all the Beat poets stayed there as well. That's being renovated, and they say that it's going to lose its soul. They've kicked out all the inhabitants of there because people had stayed there for like 50 years, and some guys paid millions to buy it, and they're just going to turn it into a swanky hotel now. That's the Chelsea
That's
hotel.
a shame, isn't it?
I know.
Seems to be the way things go, doesn't it?
Yeah, because bands can't stay there anymore. Because bands used to be able to stay there for like $50, or give them a CD, or paint them a picture and stay there, and now they can't.
It's a good deal, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a good deal.
Throw a picture up.
But when you look at like everyone that stayed there ended up being either filthy rich or famous, or maybe
dead.
or dead. Dylan Thomas died there after drinking 36 shots of whiskey. Made that fact up. No, I didn't. But it was true. It's true. And we're gonna play you a little. We're gonna play you another to tell you what it is.
This is Radio Hope.
That's to tell you this is Radio Hope, and we're gonna look at the news again just before we go to a song.
News.
We're even gonna play a
50 AM and online at radio.hope.ac.uk. Radio Hope News.
Yeah, that's Radio Hope News, but it's not real news. It's
Made up news.
It's made up news. Today the Queen is dead. I don't know, which is a Smiths record. But so have you got any news for us? Give us news. What's happened to you today? Anything interesting? Any interesting news tidbits or anything? What's the best thing that's ever happened to you in your life?
Well, the football at the weekend was pretty good, I think. And,
what is this football that you talk of?
There was a game. There was a big game, and the team I like was
the derby.
Yeah,
it was derby. Yeah, it was Manchester.
That's the best
City.
thing that's
that was the best thing that's ever happened.
God, I got put on the spot, and I don't have a memory longer than 3 days. So there we go.
So that was at least something good happened.
Yeah.
I bought a new keyboard today.
Oh, what kind of keyboard?
An Alesis. Well, it's a MIDI controller actually.
Well, I've got one of those. I've got 49, I think.
Yeah, that's what I got.
I bought it from Dawson's for.
Ups later.
Well, yeah, that's.
Everyone went silent.
Everyone's gone silent.
Right,
But
best thing to ever happen in my life was probably when I was born.
That's great. So I think I'll go to a song.
This is the news.
So this is the news. This is still the news. Yeah, so I'll just give you a bit of real news. Madonna, as we were talking about Madonna, is distressed by a stalker.
It isn't me.
A man broke into a London home. I don't know what he did. He's in a psychotic hospital and he's banned from going 100 metres.
100 metres? It's not a lot, is it?
The smashed window using rope and... He smashed a window using rope.
Smart.
That's good. He's good.
It's not smart, really, is it? You
Like to
could
carry
have
on.
done it a lot faster.
Like to carry on the tube, can tie it around his body,
Uh-huh.
get away with it, go up.
Yeah, but it take you hours.
I think it's towel whips it.
So-
Got it.
Did tie a big knot in it?
And,
Depends how big the rope was.
it doesn't mention how big the rope was. It's however, there was a map with a large M scrawled on it, and a handbag containing a safety knife, nail scissors, and a coach ticket to Poland. So I guess he was taking her home.
No expense spared.
So where was she then?
Well,
Where was this?
this was in a
Flights
house.
are about 20
Broke
quid.
into a
Where's
house.
the house though?
I
You coach
don't
ticket
know,
to Poland.
I
That's,
know.
that's quite far, isn't it?
He travelled to Poland prior to the incident as well, and he later told the police when he got caught, the singer gave him permission, which isn't true, funnily enough.
Who gave him? Oh,
She gave him permission, and that's it. So she was. That's the second singer in many weeks, isn't it? Because that other one, that likes what's her name?
Finger.
Yeah, thingy. She did something
I know
like
what
that
you
as
mean.
well.
I can't think of it.
I know. What's her name? She likes to sing in a high pitched voice. She went to America and came back with an American accent.
Joss Stone.
There we go. Joss Stone. Joss Stone had didn't someone?
Oh, someone's going to kill her.
Yeah, didn't they try and what did they have? A body bag and some knives or
It's
something.
very serious, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame.
It's a shame.
It's a shame they tried to kill her. Not that they didn't get her. It's a shame. But did you know someone once broke into the Queen's? I know this is completely veering off topic. Broke into the Queen's bedroom, and so we don't know what happened. They won't say what happened, but he stood above a bed. And then they sort of caught him and chucked him out. He just walked into there
For murdering kids.
I don't think the Queen's murdered any children.
I did.
However, she does. I disagree with that 100%. And however, I do not disagree with the fact that she does hunt animals, which is a very bad thing. And
She doesn't even shoot herself, does she?
no, she doesn't shoot herself. Yeah, maybe. But we're gonna play a song by. I'm not saying maybe. I'm saying no. I'm saying no to anything bad about anyone. She loves horses. She loves riding. We're going to play some Arctic Monkeys because I don't know why I chose it. I got this free on a record, so I thought I quite like the version. It's a version of Nick Cave's Red Right Hand, but it actually sounds pretty good. I was surprised.
Red Right Hand. It's like Dumb and Dumber, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He's got the big sombrero one, and he's got a thing on, and he gets robbed off the old lady.
I never played
on the motorised cart, and he didn't even see it come. He puts his wallet in the newspaper thing. Yeah.
I can't. It's been so long since I've seen that. Yeah, you have to come closer to the mic if you're going to speak, rather than talking under your breath. That's great. That was Whispering Alex there, and we're going to play you some. Well, this is either going to be Sympathy for the Devil or Red Right Hand. Enjoy. It's going to be Red. Yes. Oh, a bit of feedback there. There's God, that's something like Whispering Bob would say. Oh, a bit of feedback there. But yes, that was Red Right Hand, the cover. The Arctic Monkeys covering Nick Cave there. We're going to look at. Do you want to look at papers? We won't mention what papers we're looking at. We'll just look at general papers and talk about. We could have a look at the Bizarre column. That's always fun, isn't it? I don't know what the Bizarre. I don't read the papers, so I don't read tabloids.
Yeah, to be honest, but it'd be an experience.
Yeah. Okay. Lindsay Lohan has signed a $1 million deal to pose nude for Playboy. I don't feel any.
I'd do it.
I always think. Yeah, she's already posed nude so many times, though, hasn't she?
Gosh, she looks rough there, hasn't she?
That's not very nice.
How much would it cost to get you to do it then, Jay? Just pose naked for Playboy. I'd
Millions
probably do it for a
about
tenner.
I'd hold out for more than a tenner.
Well, you know, but if the negotiations weren't going so well, I think.
That's what she looks like at the moment.
What about, would you do it for a lifetime's free air travel?
I think so, yeah.
Absolutely.
So all they have to do is just take all my clothes off and I get money.
Yeah, no, but you have to look like you're enjoying it. You can't just like stand there like that.
That's what I do. That's what I do photographs when we have him with my clothes on anyway.
Chris Martin says that Take That made him think he was a homosexual. I don't know this.
I think most of his output made me think he was a homosexual.
Coldplay isn't particularly liked on this show as well, so I
doesn't come as a huge surprise.
Yeah.
I went to see him because we got free in because we was working. He was working here.
Yeah, we were working here.
He was working a stage crew, like nothing fancy, like grafting. So we got a free ticket, and it was so boring. It was unbelievable.
He used
Old Trafford County Cricket Club outdoor. It was the worst.
He had like little extracts from X Factor, didn't he? He got Simon Cowell to grade the crowd on there singing Coldplay songs. It was the most embarrassing thing.
He was like, done his little gimpy little, all that. He said, "So how you doing, guys?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's not good enough. Let's see what Simon Cowell thinks about that."
Really?
Simon Cowell comes up on the thing and goes,
It's when sounds like a joke.
No, it's when he was playing Yellow. No, it properly happened, right? It was when he was playing Yellow. They got the crowd to sing like the chorus.
Oh, that was it, yeah.
And then after he'd done it, Simon Cowell come up and said, "Oh, that was terrible, atrocious. Give up now." And he's like, "Oh, you're gonna let him say that? Have another go," and all this. It was embarrassing.
That sounds horrible. It actually does sound.
Yeah.
They let balloons off and all that, and went, "Hey!" with glow sticks come out like that.
See, I don't get why so many people turn into. They always go on about Glastonbury.
First album's a good album.
I can safely say that I've never listened to a single one of their songs all the way through.
No,
first album's a good album. A record label that's together and thought, let's get a band that's like Radiohead, but not as good.
Yeah.
Not as good. And that your gran'd like, and then became a Coldplay.
Yeah. I'll have to. Well, I'm not going to listen to him, but I'll say that I'll have to listen to him to decide. But yeah, he said that he questioned his sexuality when he was a youngster. When he was younger. When he was a youngster.
Don't be blaming Take That.
He's blaming Take That. And U2 as well. He also says U2 and 5 handsome strapping men from Stoke. And
you added that bit.
No, that's what he said. That's what he said.
Who's from Stoke?
I'm not afraid to admit it. They made me ask me the question, am I gay?
What was the answer?
Where was he hanging
there
about?
Isn't,
He
there
was
isn't
playing
answer.
football or something, you know,
Who's his
playing
wife?
Kirby.
He's in his room with all the windows closed, thinking like, am I gay for Take That?
What was he doing?
No, who's his wife? No.
He's Gwyneth Paltrow. Yeah, she's not mentioned it. Who said that? And the U2 drummer said, yeah, you are gay.
Destiny Strange drummer also agrees.
Chris, who's that? Who's Will? Who's Will? They're saying Will text me saying, I don't know who Will is. Maybe Will's one of his band members or Will Young. Can't be Will Young.
Seeing as we're on the topic, you know what I mean? Why not?
Well, Will Young texted him saying, the reason I'm not there today is because I prefer Kasabian. Even though some people say we're the worst band on the planet, I salute you.
Oh no, being world champion.
World champion,
yeah, drummer.
And they said, and then he goes on about Rihanna for ages. But yeah, that's it. Shocking news there. Chris Martin is he gay? That's the question. We still haven't found the answer.
Well, he thinks he is.
Yeah, because even though he's had
own quote.
Even though he's a kid and his wife, look at with bringing it all the way back to the Rocky Horror Picture Show. The guy Richard O'Brien, he fully admits that. Well, he's got a kid and stuff, and he's gay. Well, he says he's gay. He says transgender. I think he was born with both male and female genitals.
No,
it's true. No. I watched. No. It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
That is the myth.
Chris Remains was mint though.
Yeah, it was. Talking about a similar thing, right? With people speculating in the media about, being gay or not. Didn't this happen in the 70s with Bowie when he was doing the Ziggy Stardust thing, and he just came out and said, "Yes, I am gay."
Yeah.
And then it all just stopped.
Shut that up. Yeah.
And then overnight, he just increased his market by
hundreds. Literally hundreds. It's, who else? Let's have a look. Let's do very quickly. Robin Williams is wedding for the first time. Never mind. There's no. I don't know who these people are. Half of these people. Will I Am is to coach on The Voice. I don't know what The Voice is. Lady Madonna. Oh, not her again.
Who?
Madonna, obviously.
Just Madonna.
Madonna's always up on this. Yeah, something.
Right,
she's the Queen Mother of Pop now. She's called Queen Mother of Pop. She's that old. She's now called the Queen Mother of Pop. Joey Barton ignores the Q boos.
Can we have a round of boos for Joey Barton?
Boo.
I find him rather entertaining. He's what do you call Shearer? A slapper. I thought it was pretty funny.
And I can't even think. I don't know who these people are. This is the problem with hosting like a rock and roll radio show, that I don't tend to follow the news of pop stars.
Yeah, it's the same. That's why I always resort to just bad-mouthing someone.
Yeah, bad-mouthing. Well, before we carry on bad-mouthing, do you want to play another song after this record? After we play a song? Yeah. We're going to play... I'll tell you what we're going to play. We're going to play some Howlin' Wolf. This should be... it's number 9 on the track, so let's rewind for a bit because I hadn't had it set up. This is Evil. What's the song called?
This is called Bandits.
sound so cut off from the world that everyone knows where you've been and what you're doing. And days with your guard down, they smell your intention as you pass down the street, subversion in mind. And all the people exist in warped stereotypes. They can't quite perfect such a limited knowledge. So simple a thing as to follow the crowd causes a problem they can't get around. I had to get out before I was born, and the same as the people they become. I had to get away once and for all, or get stuck in the ways, man, 'cause that town is so small. Once and for all. Said I'm a loose cannon with a self-destruct button. I can't control myself. It happens too often. I create the situation. I can't behave myself. One of these days I will get what is coming to me. I'll be out to my depth and it's really not that hard to see.
Thank you, guys. I really like the what's that keyboard windy thing called?
It's called a melodica.
A melodica. Ah, I like the melodica. Yeah, you'll have to get one for you. Yeah, you'll have to get one for your collection from the euphonium, the melodica, and other instruments, strange instruments. Have you quiz for you? He'll know this. I don't know this, but what is there been any euphonium rock and roll bands, or has there been any famous part in rock and roll where the euphonium's been playing?
It must be in a Beatles track somewhere, mustn't it?
Euphonium.
Yeah. Penny Lane, maybe. That's a guess.
I'll tell you what, we could have a look.
But I'd say I suppose it's not famous, is it? Well, the song's famous, but the part,
yeah,
the part
just
isn't famous.
Yeah, but
I feel smart now, though. I didn't think I was ever going to get an answer.
Yeah, you're waiting for the euphonium.
Yeah, but as far as the listeners are concerned, I'm more or less right.
I always say, as long as you sound like you're right, you'll be right. That's my point anyway.
If anyone like there enjoys our music, check us out, facebook.com/Death to the Strange. That song was called Bandit.
That song was called Bandit. And it's go and have a look. Go and switch off your radio now and go straight to the computer and just ignore me for the next 30 minutes. So we're gonna play some more music now. We're going to well, choose between 7 and 15. 7. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Flying Saucer Rock and Roll by Billy Lee
Like the number 7
Riley.
Say 15.
That was come on, are you going to end? No, it doesn't end with a bang. Billy Lee Riley and Flying Saucers Rock and Roll. Now most of the band have left us, but we're gonna. I'll tell you what I was thinking of, because it seems it's coming up Halloween. What's your best and worst Halloween? Do you want to start, Alex?
My best or worst Halloween?
Yeah, your best or worst. You've got the choice.
My best will probably be this year's.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? What's going on this year?
Just because I've never done anything for Halloween before.
And what are you doing this year?
Nothing, but it just...
What? So this is going to be the best because you're doing...
Yeah.
My worst was when a girl that I knew
Sorry.
A girl, apology accepted. A girl that I knew once made me dress up as Superman with lycra, but she bought the size too small, so I sort of looked like a sausage. and around my pelvic area, it was very scrunched up. And then she took me. She said, "I know." I was only about 16 at the time, and she took me down. She said, "I know a shortcut to Satan's Hollow." So she took me there, and she took me down Canal Street, and I was groped by about 20, 30 men on the way down.
It's illegal, isn't it?
Sorry, we just walked into. We were saying that a girl that I knew made me dress up as Superman because she was dressed up as Supergirl. Made me. She basically said.
She put a knife to your throat.
She persuaded me with things that weren't knives.
Yeah.
That was a bit weird. Things that weren't knives. And basically, yeah, I ended up being groped by a load of men, which probably
that's the opposite of what you.
Sorry, was that the best?
Yeah, that was your
that was
best
the worst.
Halloween,
That was
yeah.
the worst Halloween. We talk about best and worst Halloween things, or any memories about anything to do with Halloween. Any memories or any thoughts or any musings?
I don't really take part in Halloween, to be honest with you.
Halloween show.
And you thought I was weird for not taking part.
Yeah, I've always done stuff.
No nonsense fun.
I think if you got to dress up, you're pretending a bit, aren't you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I'm the one at them parties, not in fancy dress, that everyone think, oh, he's a bit of an idiot. Why is he not taking fun? Then after a while.
I always used to get bullied into having a costume and
I
then
did.
spend as little money as I could on it, and I'd just look ridiculous and nothing like what I wanted to. So then I just bought a dress from a charity shop for £5, and I just wear that every Halloween night. If I'm forced to go in fancy dress, I just put this dress on and say, "What are you supposed to be?" And I'm a man in a dress. I look a lot scarier. I look a lot scarier than you.
That works then.
It
So
does
you
work,
found
yeah.
I want. Have you seen that picture with a man made of penises? There's a fancy dress where every part of his body is a penis, and you can buy that. It's a whole latex outfit.
Sure, that wasn't a dream you had.
No, it wasn't a dream that I had. I'm just saying.
He's like, stuck him on. I don't get it.
Yeah, stuck him on all over him, and he's got 2 testicles for a chin. And
I saw the best Halloween costume ever yesterday. Someone's picture on Facebook. It was like a used panty liner. It was excellent.
Stuck on his head.
No, it was just like a big white lozenge with a red bit in the middle.
Nice, that's lovely. Rick likes dressing his dog up for Halloween. And you do, don't you? I've seen the pictures. Show him the picture of him dressed as Yoda.
It's not my dog. It's a dog that I found on the internet on my phone, and I thought that was so good. I had to save it on my phone, but I will show you.
Yeah. The thing is, everyone in the studio can hear him on the radio. It's just silence, so it's like we're just listening to nothing. What Rick says is that he likes looking up dogs on the internet and finding dresses for them. So that's interesting. His dog's so scared of people. I've noticed. He always hides when people are. It's like it's been abused. No offense, Rick. No offense, Rick. Rick's the cameraman, by the way. Who's abuse the abuser? Did you say? Is that some sort of motto? Always abuse the abuser.
That picture of Jesus in a dog's. Really?
Oh yeah, I showed you that.
I think that what did the rounds today.
I would recommend that to anyone who thinks they've seen Jesus in something.
Yeah. There's I don't say
bigger than Jesus.
They're definitely bigger than Jesus.
That picture is of the newspaper.
They're showing a picture from a newspaper of a dog dressed as Yoda. There's also an image of a dog dressed as an AT-AT. Have you ever heard of an AT-AT?
Yeah, it's from Star Wars.
Yeah. A dog dressed as an AT-AT. A
A
whippet, I think, dressed as an AT-AT, which is fantastic. So we all had a look at the photograph now.
Yeah, it wasn't
We'll
that
pass
good.
it about. It wasn't that good.
Yeah, listeners, you aren't missing much.
I'm not into that anyway, but it wasn't that funny.
Rick, was that? Ooh.
Answer the phone.
I'm going to go to a record now, and I'm just going to play one. To the person that just rang up, feel free to ring back. We'll answer the phone this time. Hello, we have a caller. What would you like to say, caller?
All right, mate. That Death to the Strange, mate.
Oh, talk about Death to the Strange. What would you like to say? Thanks for that interesting and insightful comment. There was something. Could you make out what he was saying?
No.
No. Okay, we're going to cut him off. All right. See ya. Bye bye.
Very polite way of cutting him off.
Very, very polite way of cutting him off. Well, that was interesting. It was.
I recognise the voice.
Yeah, I wonder who that was. I wonder who that was. We found out Alex has got a bono because he's got because Penny Lane has got a euphonium in. Strangely enough,
yeah,
everyone's happy with that. So Penny Lane euphonium. Does anyone ever play any other instruments?
Not really. Not that I'd say I play.
Yeah, I've dabbled in things, but not much.
I've been learning the mandolin lately.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, a mate of mine plays the mandolin. It's
no one wanted to be in the band or to do anything with mandolin players.
You're getting like an Irish folk band, like the Coruscants or something.
I suppose. Not many Irish people though.
You are also a guitarist, right?
I am also a guitarist, yeah.
Better than me. We just don't let him play for some reason.
Go on, give us a turn on your guitar.
Oh, you put me on the spot.
Improvise, pressure. No, you don't have to. Let's. I'll tell you what we could do. Let's have a look. We've just picked up a random newspaper. This is the. Oh well, I don't. Oh, it's not going well now. Well, I've started. So let's have a look. Oh, what did you all think about the? You know, when they moved all the gypsies out of Dale Farm. What did you think about that?
Bullying.
Bullying.
What are they going to do? Where are they going to go? Do you know what I mean? Kept it down there, didn't they? Like, terrorising the local area or nothing. Daft. What are they going to do? Move somewhere else. Do you know what I mean? No.
Yeah.
Big fan of Travellers, me, to be honest. I'm not. I am.
A big fan.
Yeah, I'm a big fan, man. Might not be a big fan of me, but that whole living that way, like, who's the idiot? You know what I mean? Us paying all the tax and all that.
Yeah. This is just a way for the tabloid media, really. It strikingly does remind me of other fascist things that have happened in the past, but they're persecuting Muslims on one hand and gypsies. How long is it going to take before, persecuting the rest of us?
Yeah.
I mean, we'll all be in camps.
Concentration camps.
On that happy note.
On that happy note, we have 10 minutes left of death chat. This was meant to be a Halloween special, but we're just talking about death now. Come on then. What are your favourite horror films? Go on then.
I don't really watch films.
No!
Don't get John started on films, he hates them.
You hate films?
I don't hate all films, just most of them.
What's your most hated?
I don't know, there's so many that are on a level that they just come out every week, don't they?
John's one of them, you know, when you watch something
My favourite film.
and he'll just ruin it, like...
Oh, right. Yeah.
No fun, basically.
The Debbie Downer.
While he's drinking there, sat on your couch.
My favourite film, as I was saying the other day...
That's rubbish. That's rubbish. What are you watching that for?
That's what we do for fun. It makes me feel really smart when you get it wrong.
Well, what's your favourite film?
Piranha 2.
Piranha 2? Oh.
Yeah, when the piranhas fly, they go, ooh. Because that's obviously the noise they're making it.
Well, I watched a film last night, The Boat That Rocked. Has anyone seen it?
Yeah, I've seen that.
It was a bit...
Yeah, it's not very good.
Yeah,
that's the best way to put it.
Summarises everything that John hates about the film industry. I think I thought it was going to be like a docudrama kind of thing.
Yeah, a film about music rather than.
Oh, what's that one with the pirate station?
Yeah, it was cheesy as anything.
That didn't even get past 20 minutes. That one.
My worst films: Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Never seen it.
It's an awful film. It was a.
Remember, it was a cartoon.
Yeah, it was the cartoon was made from it. It was a 70s film. It was awful. The Return of the Killer Tomatoes starred George Clooney. His first acting role was on Return of the Killer Tomatoes.
I think I've seen that.
So, factoid for you. What's up?
I was going to say Revenge of the Nerds.
You were going to say Revenge of the Nerds. Revenge of the Nerds is a pretty bad film.
Silent Night, Deadly Night 2.
I haven't seen that one.
Excellent.
So,
He told me that this film's called American Eagle. I haven't seen it, but apparently it's really bad. It's got like an inspirational song at the end.
What's that one?
Nasty Prospect 16.
That's one that Ben Affleck wrote, where it's just scenery through the whole film.
The one where was he some sort of cop or?
No, it's not. It's not got much. They're just travelling. They're just walking like through the desert or something. Or
Oh, I don't remember that. Yeah, we used to go through a stage. Every Christmas we'd buy Rick some adult material for his birthday or Christmas. Do you remember all that fun? What can you remember some of the names of the?
There's
horrible.
There's one. There's like one. I think one was obese.
Whoa, let's not.
Like, horrible.
But yeah, one was called. I can't remember. He was all about perversions. That was the thing. It was like
basically the point of all of it, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm sure he enjoyed it, but.
It's horrible.
Because a mate of mine had an antique shop, so he did house clearances, and everything he did, he obviously got loads of adult material all the time. You know, like stacks and stacks. He still got them, boxes. I mean, more than you could ever dream of. It's stacks and stacks, everything. Nothing illegal, nothing like dodgy.
Is there anything illegal?
Well, yeah. Have you ever heard of paedophilia? Is there anything of dogs and stuff?
Pornography, though, do you?
Well, isn't that still pornography?
Yeah, of course it is.
Well,
yeah,
it is,
bestiality.
Child pornography.
Yeah. Oh, but that can't be illegal because it's got pornography after it. Is that your view?
That's my rule.
There's snuff porn as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
And, animal porn.
Yeah,
incest. That's illegal.
Incest. Are we allowed to talk about
necrophilia.
this? Yeah.
Yeah,
it's pretty illegal.
Or all things we don't condone. All things.
I mean, I could go on.
Yeah. See, we found an expert here.
Can you say bum phone in there?
No, you can't. We're gonna play the Fuzz Tones. The Fuzz Tones with Night of the Vampire. Remember, in case people don't know, this is the Halloween special. Even though we haven't been very.
Stuck me toe.
Right, this is Night of the Vampire by the Fuzz Tones. Sadly, this song means the end of Give Daddy the Knife, Cindy. You've been listening
Give
to
who
it.
the knife?
Give Daddy. That's the title of the show. Give Daddy the Knife, Cindy.
Who's Cindy?
I don't know who Cindy is.
It's
a girl.
I meant to ask you before,
now.
I'm not.
Give Daddy the Knife, Cindy. It's the title of a song, of a record by Naz Nomad and the Nightmares. Which is what we've called it, and it's sort of stuck. We did it about 3 years ago when we used to be in Manchester doing the show, but now we've moved to Liverpool, and we're all a lot happier for it. This is Radio Hope.
It's a happier place, isn't it, Liverpool?
Yeah, it is a happy place. You know, I saw the other day, talking about things that are happy in Liverpool, I was on the bus the other day, and I was driving down, and this woman was there handing out flyers, and the bus had stopped, and she was handing out flyers, and this guy came up to her and said, "Oh, can I have a flyer?" Being really nice to her. Picked it up, pulled down his pants, wiped his posterior with it, and threw it at her, and then just started going like really up in her face, and he had to be dragged away. And that's the kind of warm love that I like from Liverpool. And it's not all like that, but you get crazy things everywhere, and I like that.
There's a mate of ours who tells us this story about Liverpool. He got got punched in the face by a 70-year-old man. Says he wasn't doing anything. If you extract a few more details, it tells you that him and all of his mates were just parading around Liverpool, slagging it off. He got a punch off some pensioner.
That sounds quite fair, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But yes, and we're coming to the end. I'd like to thank Richard Walsh for being on the camera.
Come on, Rick! Yeah!
And Alex Wilde for sort of sitting behind me in a very weird way. And I'd like to thank Alex isn't feeling the love. He's not feeling love. Sorry, he does a lot more than it looks like he does on the show. He normally does talking, and
I do some talking.
He does talking, and he keeps me sane. So yeah, and of course, Death to the Strange. Where can we get your EP?
Check them Facebook and MySpace.
MySpace.com/Death to the Strange. SoundCloud/Death to the Strange, I think, or Facebook/Death to the Strange.
You've been listening to Give Daddy the Knife, Cindy. I'm George Warmby as usual, and this has been the Halloween special. Bye. Oh.
Hi, this is Wilco Johnson. I'm telling you, you're listening to Give Daddy the Knife, Cindy.
Well, that was our Halloween special. I hope you enjoyed it. Now, remember, you can contact us on givedaddytheknifecindy@hotmail.com or gdtkc@blogspot.com or on YouTube at GDTKC. Up tomorrow's, next week's show, we're going to have Wilco Johnson in an intimate chat with us. I hope you enjoy it. We're going to be filling up the whole time with Wilco. Listen again. Goodbye.